So let's take a look at question 6. We are going to allocate 55 seats to these 5 counties with the populations right here. And I have moved all of this over here. And I'm sorry, my dog is making all sorts of noise in the background. First thing we're going to do is add up all of the populations right here. And I've moved this so that I have more columns to play around with because we're going to need them. All right, so I'm going to add up everything in this column. And that gives us 1,184,000 people altogether in these 5 counties. All right, now, I believe it was 55 seats that we are allocating. Let's go back. Let's see. Yes, 55 seats in this legislature. So let's go back here to the sheet. First, we're going to determine what our divisor is. And our divisor is always the total population divided by the number of seats. So let's see what that is. That ends up being 21527.27273. All right, so my next column I'm going to make is called the quota. We're going to take each separate population and divide it by the divisor. So we're going to take 82,000 and we're going to divide it by this number right here. So I'll do that first. 82,000 divided by 21,527.27273. So 3.8091. I'll take it about 4 decimal places. All right, now we're going to do the same thing for Grant County. We're going to take 181,000 and divide it by this number right here. And that is 8.4079. And now we're going to take 358,000 and divide it by this number right here. That gives 16.6301. And now let's take 308,000 and divide it by this number right here. We get 14.3074. And now let's take our last one, 255,000, and divide it by 21,527.27273. And that gives us 11.8454. All right, now our next column will be our initial allocation. And in Hamilton's method, all we do to get the initial allocation for each county is we drop off the decimal. So Adams would get 3, Grant would get 8, Colton would get 16 representatives, Davis would get 14 representatives, and Hayes would get 11 representatives. Now we add this up. We're supposed to allocate 55 seats. Let's see how many we have managed to allocate in all of these numbers. So if I add these up, that is 52. I am 3 seats short of allocating 55 seats. Now, to decide who gets the next seats, we look at the decimal portion of our quotas. So the part that's to the right of the decimal point, 8091, 4079, 6301, 3074, and 8454. We start with whichever one is the biggest number among those decimals. Notice that 8454 is bigger than these up here. So Hayes will get 1 more seat. Now that takes us to 53 seats. So let's find the next biggest one after that one. Well, that would be this one, 8,091. So Adams gets another seat. And we need 1 more because that's going to be 54. So let's see. Next biggest one will be 6301. That's Colton. And they get 1 more seat. So instead of 16, 17. And since we've given away 3 extra seats and we had 3 extra to give away, we can leave the other 2 the same. This is our final allocation. And it should add up to 55 seats now. And let's just double check. 12 plus 30 plus 12 is 55 seats that we have allocated. And that is Hamilton's method of allocating seats among these counties.